Hello, I Ashok Kumar Behera, the Faculty of Department of Computer Application, Bhilai Institute of Technology, Dur. I am going to deliver lecture on introduction to Dbms. First, that I want to discuss purpose of database systems and database languages. Then what is Dbms? Database management system that is used for how to collect data, manage data, and how to store data in different purposes. Dbms contains the information about collection of interrelated data. Then what is data? Data that means that contains the information which is required for the industries, for the application purpose, and for the environment purpose. Then database applications. Then this particular database can be used in banking, airlines, universities, sales, online retailers, human resource manufacturing, for different purposes. All the transactions of banking systems are normally use the data, and this the collection of data is known as database management system. That's the major purpose of database systems. In early days, database applications were built directly on the files. If you go to the history of the database system, they are used in the manual file systems. Then they go to the file systems. File system, there are so many drawbacks with respect to file system. Then in file systems, the drawbacks are how to store data in particular file. There are so many type of file formats. There may be so many duplicacies. There are so many problems of handling data, like data inconsistency, data isolation, data duplicacy. These are the major problems of file systems. Then to overcome these file systems, we are having the database management systems, where data can be managed automatically by using the database management systems. Then data can be used in three levels of database management systems. First one is your physical level, logical level, and view level. The physical level describes how records are stored. How records are stored in your information in your database system or disk. Then logical level describes data stored in database and the relationship among this data. Relationship among one database to the other database. And view level, that the application program hides the detail of data types. It provides the information which are only used by the users. Then this is the architecture of database systems. Then we are having the view level, and this is your logical level, and this is your physical level. Then instances and schema. Similar to type of and variables and programming languages, having some variables, having some data types, how to implement the variables. Here we are having also schema. Schema is the logical structure of a database. Then the database consists of information about the set of customers and account, a relationship among this data. Then schema having two types, and physical schema and a logical schema. Database design in the physical level is known as the physical schema. Database design in the logical level is known as the logical schema. Okay. Then instance. Then what is instance? Instance is the actual record stored or actual record stored at a specific point is known as the instance. The physical data and evidence is the ability to modify the physical schema without changing the logical schema is known as the physical data and evidence. The applications depend on the logical schema. And what are the different data models? A collection of tools for describing data, its relationship, its semantic constraints is known as the data models. There are so many types of data models, like a relational data model, entity relationship data model, object oriented data model, then network model, hierarchical model, semi structured model. There are different models of data representation. Then database language having normally we use the sequence structure query language for the database management systems. Then they are having the data manipulation language. Data manipulation language is a language for accessing, manipulating data organized by the appropriate data models. DML also known as the query language. Two types of query languages, the procedure and declarative. User specific, what data is required and how to get the data is the procedure query language. The declarative query language means you want to specify the data without specifying how to get the data. SQL is most widely used query language. Then specific data definition language. Data definition language is normally used to how to define a data, how to arrange the data in the structural way. That means how to create a data. We can use the create table. Then DDL compiler generate a set of tables stored in the data dictionary. The data dictionary contains metadata, that means data about data, that is database schema, data storage and definition language, integrity constants, authorization, etc. That is all about the introduction to the database management systems.